listening to iLive Radio.
Greetings, everyone. I want to welcome you to Black Excellence. We're going to start this off with a little bit of holiday cheer.
This Christmas, and as we trim the tree, how much fun it's gonna be together. This Christmas, the fireside is blazing bright. We're caroling through the night, and this Christmas will be a very special Christmas for me. Presents and cards are here. My world is filled with cheer and you. This Christmas, and as I look around, your eyes outshine the town they do. This Christmas, fireside is blazing bright. We're caroling through the night, and this Christmas will be a very special Christmas for me, yeah. Shake a hand now. Bright. We're caroling through the night, and this Christmas will be a very special Christmas for me, yeah. Hang all the mistletoe, I'm gonna get to know you better. This Christmas, and as we trim the tree, how much fun it's gonna be together. This Christmas, the fireside is blazing bright. We're caroling through the night, and this Christmas will be a very special Christmas for me. Merry Christmas. Shake a hand. It's your brother, Merry Christmas. All over the land now.
before you stay. As I sit around by the fireplace, watching the gleaming tree. If I had one wish in this world, it would be that all men would be free. Let's all hold hands and celebrate the Savior. Let's give thanks unto the world. Jesus, tender and mild, sleep in heaven, heavenly peace. Just sleep and relax your mind. To all our family and friends, I want you to remember this line. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to all of you. And we mean it. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to all of you.
Merry Christmas from the Temptations.
Merry Christmas, baby. You sure did treat me nice. Merry Christmas, baby. Sure did treat me nice. Gave me a diamond ring for Christmas. Now I'm living in paradise. Well, I'm feeling mighty fine. Got good music on my radio. Well, I'm feeling mighty fine. Got good music on my radio. Well, I wanna kiss you, baby, while you're standing beneath the mistletoe. Down the chimney about 3:30. Left all these pretty presents that you see before me. Merry Christmas, pretty baby. You sure been good to me. Well, I haven't had a drink this morning, but I'm all lit up like a Christmas tree. Ooh.
night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of the dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error pining, till he appeared and the soul felt its worth. A thrill of hope, the weary soul rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. On your knees, oh, hear the angels' voices. Oh, night divine, oh, night when Christ was born. Oh, night, oh, holy night, oh, night divine. Truly he taught us to love one another. His law is love, and his gospel is peace. Chains shall he break, for the slave is our brother, and in his name all oppression shall cease. Sweet hymns of joy in grateful chorus rise. Let all within us praise his holy name. Christ is our Lord. Oh, hear the angels' voices. Oh, night divine. Oh, night when Christ was born. Oh, night, oh, night divine.
Santa baby, just slip a sable under the tree for me. Been an awful good girl, Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Santa baby, a 54 convertible to light blue. I'll wait up for you, dear Santa baby. So hurry down the chimney tonight. Think of all the fun I've missed. Think of all the fellas that I haven't kissed. Next year I could be just as good if you check off my Christmas list. Santa baby, I want a yacht, and really that's not a lot. Been an angel all year, Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Santa honey, one little thing I really need, the deed to a platinum mine, Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Santa cutie, and fill my stocking with a duplex and checks. Sign your X on the line, Santa cutie, and hurry down the chimney tonight. Come and trim my Christmas tree with some decorations bought at Tiffany. I really do believe in you. Let's see if you believe in me. Santa baby, forgot to mention one little thing, a ring. I don't mean on the phone, Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Hurry down the chimney tonight. Hurry. Tonight.
Yes, hello everyone, or greetings rather. I want to welcome you to Black Excellence Indeed. This is your host, Fat Daddy, with my co-host, the lovely Queen Lee from DT Rum Punch. How you doing, Queen Lee?
I'm all right, Fat Daddy. I'm all right.
All right, that's good. That was the beautiful Eartha Kitt, by the way, with Santa Baby. Well, today, this will be our last show for the year on Black Excellence Indeed. So we're just going to have a free show, basically, where we're just going to discuss current events, current topics
of what's going on in society.
What's going on? Okay, so, well, what we want to start at is a very serious subject with the amount of black women and children, black women and girls that have been kidnapped throughout America and other places throughout the world, basically for sex trafficking. We know that this is a very serious subject, so we just want to shed some light to it. If you're in any of these high danger areas, we want to just shed some tips on how you could be safe. And because actually, to tell you, like Queen Lee, one time I seen this it was a woman on Instagram, I believe, and she was saying how she was in an Uber, and the Uber's taking her somewhere, and the Uber starts turning down a bunch of wrong streets.
I've heard about this,
and she narrowly escaped being kidnapped.
Yeah, I heard about this story as well.
So basically, well, first of all, let me ask, what's your take on the situation? Why do you think that they're going after black people? Because that's crazy to me. I've heard a bunch of different things, but tell me what you think.
I don't know. I find it really bizarre. I couldn't possibly tell you why I think they're going after black girls, but I find it really strange that like there's a high percentage of a lot of black girls getting kidnapped. It's just very bizarre to me.
Well, you know I'm a bit of a conspiracy
theorist. Because Fats knows his stuff, yeah? So he's going to teach me on this.
So what happens is that I believe that they're kidnapping them not just for sex trafficking, but for they want to harvest the organs of black people. You understand what I'm trying to say? Well, first of all, like, for one thing I do know is that melatonin or melanin is a very expensive product.
Yeah.
Like, pharmaceutical companies take... Okay, so when you have a baby...
Yeah.
To keep the placenta, they make you fill out a bunch of paperwork. You know how some people keep the baby
Very true, yeah.
attached to the placenta and want it to fall off naturally? They make you fill out a dictionary full of paperwork, right? To keep the baby. And the reason why they do that is because they want to sell your placenta. They sell it to a company. I can't remember the name of the company offhand, but they sell it to a company who turns this placenta into melatonin, and they sell this for, I think I was hearing crazy prices like $60 a gram or something like that, something crazy. So it's a multi-billion-dollar business. So that's why they're making you fill out so much paperwork. You know what's funny? It's funny how art imitates life. Because that's what the whole movie Get Out was about. It wasn't really about, see, I think sometimes, like I always say this, as people, we don't see the forest because of the trees. We don't see the forest because the trees are in the way.
Exactly.
You understand? So we notice all the trees, but we don't see that this is a beautiful forest. And so I say art imitates life because the movie Get Out, it wasn't so, everyone was so focused on the interracial relationship. They didn't notice what the underlying tone was, is that white people were organ harvesting black people. They was using the whole body in the movie, but in reality, they're actually harvesting the organs. And black people we're already in a poverty state, so I don't want to say that we're easy to kidnap, but we're in more high risk places. That you can be kidnapped. You understand? Like a black woman would have to walk in I don't want to say all, but most black women have to walk in dangerous neighborhoods. Yeah, where
I hear you.
The police presence isn't as high as a different neighborhood.
Yeah, yes. I do agree with that. It's true. I do very much agree with that. And when there's obviously if there's no police presence around, that gives a high IQ for the kidnappers to just, oh yeah, let's look at this lady. Try to
yes. Yes, I do believe that's the reason why. And then they have this girl. Oh man,
this 16-year-old girl that we wanted to talk about, guys. Yes. Where she kind of faked her own kidnap.
Yes, what's her name again? Oh man. Carol Sanchez. This girl faked her own kidnapping because she didn't want to go back to Honduras or something of that nature. Do you have any facts on that, Queen Lee? What was that about, really?
I read up on it, but then I heard that she faked her own kidnap because she had some issues with her mum.
Yeah, I believe her mom wanted to send her back to Honduras or whatever, and she didn't want to go back to Honduras.
Yeah.
So she faked her own kidnapping. Now, this is the danger. It's like the boy who cried wolf.
Exactly.
You feel me? Because now it's like the way the media, especially white media, is
how they portrayed it. Yeah.
They're going to spin it like, oh, well, next time it's a black female saying that she's been kidnapped, do we even take it serious?
Exactly. This is what we're going to get.
This problem is a high epidemic in America. I think I read a report earlier that said close to 75,000 black women and girls were missing. Yeah. You understand? So 75,000 is not a little bit of people.
That's what I'm saying. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
A big chunk out of the society.
Yeah, 100%. And then this is not. This should be a subject that, as people, we should be addressing this every day because we want to know what's going on.
Yeah, non-stop, always ongoing.
Yeah, I think I read that percentage. It was like out of that 75,000, I think only 4% of them were actually volunteer runaways and not kidnappings.
Yeah, see.
So 4% is not a lot.
Yeah,
that's nothing.
That's nothing
compared to 75,000, a big number. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's a very
But I'd love to know what went on in her mind. Who
You're talking about Carol Sanchez.
Yeah, does their own kidnap, like will like drafts it up, and then you're walking. I think wasn't it that she was walking on the street with her mum, and then these two guys just pulled up and dragged her in the car. The mum tried to go and get her.
Hold on. Is that what happened? Because maybe I'm not knowing what's going on. So she's walking with her mom
at night time, and two guys pull up and try and pull her into the car. So they pulled her into the car, and the mum tried to run after her, and then the guy kind of like shoved her off.
I heard that her boyfriend. I heard that she has a boyfriend that's of age or over age for her, and he's a Crip. He's a gang member. So I did hear that the boyfriend was a gang member, and she did all of this to go and be with the boyfriend.
Oh, see, yeah.
So I don't know if she changed her mind halfway through, or it was just for them to be together temporarily. But that's a problem to me. Like,
yeah, exactly, to me as well.
Yeah, I don't like that, because what happens is, Carol Sanchez, you put a red flag on all of the kidnapping. So now we can't go head on and tell people, the powers that be, to investigate hard because of cases like this where it may be fake.
It's true, exactly.
So
she's got a lot of time on her hands when you think about it. And obviously, I think they found her near where she was kidnapped, like unharmed. She was fine. So they started like a deeper investigation, thinking this is a bit bizarre, because obviously when you get kidnapped, you're in a different location, but she was near her original location. It's not even funny, but then sometimes you think, really? Because if someone literally comes and says, oh, they've had their daughter kidnapped and this is real life and the mum's feeling real pain, and now this lady's come along.
No, they say the mum was on TV crying for 5 minutes, screaming her eyes out, crying her eyes out, screaming her lungs out.
Yeah, see?
And then all of this.
For nothing.
They even raised it to an Amber Alert.
Yeah, you know it's Amber Alert. That's major serious. Yeah.
So they took it very serious. Like, I want to take my hat off to NYPD, because they went ham as far as taking it to an Amber Alert, making it a serious thing. But then now we come to find out that it was fake. It's just very disheartening. You feel me?
Yeah, it's true.
Especially with all of what's going on. You understand what I'm trying to say?
It's true.
Okay, so let me ask you a question, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, because now another close topic, since we're on the topic of black women being kidnapped and things of that nature, we have Lizzo. You know who that is, right?
Yeah. I've seen Lizzo a couple times on TV. See, I'm not a TV watcher, but she's caught my eye a couple times on social media, TV. But I heard this thing about her twerking.
All right, so supposedly Lizzo went, and then I want to try to tie these two subjects in, because in my opinion, they're slightly related. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so Lizzo decides that she's going to go to the LA Lakers game.
Yeah.
With some pants on, I guess, that had her butt cut out.
What we call in England pum-pum shorts?
Oh, no. They were, her butt cheeks were cut out.
Oh, so these were like thong shorts.
Yeah, they were like, remember when Prince, when I think it was the MTV Awards or something?
Oh,
and I think Cher did it also.
Yeah, she did.
Where they cut the ass out of the pants.
And the cheeks are out, the
cheeks are out. So her cheeks are out. You understand? Lizzo, I mean, no disrespect, you know, we love big women too, but Lizzo, she's about 270, 280, 290, around that area. She's probably in the low threes. Okay, so she's a big girl. So what happens is Lizzo decides that at some point during the game that she's going to start twerking. Twerking on camera for everyone to see. She became the spectacle of the day. You understand? Everyone thought that it was some big joke, you know, with Lizzo. So now my thing is so what happens is she received a lot of backlash the next day.
She did.
She put out a video on, I think, Instagram or whatever.
Yeah.
Basically saying that she don't care how people feel.
Oh, yeah.
But she ends up crying in that video, though.
Oh, I didn't see it.
So when I analyzed the video, I was doing it from like a psychology perspective. And my thing about it is, Lizzo is on here telling us how happy she is and this doesn't affect her. But every time she tried to show us how happy she was, she equated her happiness to wealth. She's like, I'm so happy, y'all. I'm having a good. First of all, she just woke up in the morning talking about she's having a good day. You understand what I'm trying to say? So I know it was already something behind it. And then like every time she would say how happy she was, she would equate it to wealth. She was like, "Oh my, I'm so happy in my big new house. Look at my house, y'all. Look at my view. Like, look at this view got me so happy." And I just knew that true happiness doesn't come from them places. Like, if she's truly happy,
she wouldn't need all that stuff.
And then this is what happened. This is why we're even talking about this, because it's not even just the Lakers game. She did it at another situation there's another situation where she's on her social media twerking at Chick-fil-A. It's like a chicken shop in America. So she's twerking at Chick-fil-A. She's twerking at the game, booty cheeks out or whatever. You understand what I'm trying to say? She received a lot of backlash. People are saying it's because she's a big girl is why men are or people are backlashing or have anything to say about it, because we don't want to see a big girl bend over. They're saying if it was Meg Thee Stallion, if it was any of these other
J-Lo,
J-Lo,
they be quiet.
But I beg to differ.
I don't think, when you think about it, I beg to differ as well. When you think about it, now you've explained the whole thing. To me, if it was any, doesn't matter what race girl, they would still get the same backlash. I think they would, but then logically, though, why would you do that at a game?
I just wonder, why would you wear a pair of pants that your butt is cut out?
You did it for the gram.
Seats?
You did it for social.
She's
you did
definitely doing it for clout.
Yeah, you did it for clout. So, but because no one goes to a game, you're here to watch the game, not to twerk and draw everyone's attention from the game.
I agree.
So to me, you was really chasing the clout. You wanted people to talk about you, and they did. They are still talking about you. But who said that we need to see your bits? Cover them up. Be classy.
Okay, so that's my perspective on it. Just because she's a black woman, so I feel like black women already face so much of a struggle that she just made it a bit harder. We was just talking about, how black women have been, it's 75,000 cases of missing black women and girls throughout the United States. I think that society doesn't really respect the black women. I think the black woman sometimes is looked at as a spectacle. You understand? And I think that Lizzo added to that stigma. You understand? With the bending over and twerking. I think, first of all, I look at black women as the mother of creation. You feel me? So I just think that they're over-sexualized. You understand what I'm trying to say? I think that every race of man in the world fantasizes about sleeping with black women for whatever reason.
True, that's facts.
I think. So, okay, so with that being said, I think that black women are over-sexualized. You understand? So I think that Lizzo now took it to a point where she's adding to the disrespect of, or the over-sexualization of black women to the point where it's slightly disrespectful.
Yeah, I agree.
You understand what I'm trying to say? Because Lizzo, you have this big, amazing song, or these songs, because it's not just one. So Lizzo has a few songs. Amazing. She's on Time Magazine as Entertainer of the Year. She has so much going for herself that...
So why does she need to do that?
Why does she need to do that? I think at some point, it's our responsibility as the elders to teach our girls, that our black girls, that their ass and boobs are not that's not your assets. That's not what the world's looking at you for. You understand? At some point, it got to be about your brain. It can't just be about, you understand? It just can't be about what you're showing off.
Yeah,
it ain't about twerking. It ain't about likes. You understand what I'm trying to say? Can you read? Do you take good body hygiene? Like, those are the most important parts of being a woman.
Yeah.
Understand? It's not about how many likes you got. It's not about twerking. And then, you know what? And then it's society's fault also, because I look at it like this, right? Bear with me, Queenie. What happens is now, I think that in society, we look at the fake bodies, the girls with the Brazilian butt lifts, with the boob jobs. We idolize those women, and so the other rest of the women without these surgeries or whatever are stuck in a place where they're looking for attention.
Yeah, because don't get me wrong, I agree with Fats, because probably when I was probably a bit younger, you do look at like the Kim Kardashians, you do look at all those type of celebrities that have probably done bits to their bodies, and obviously we'll never know, we're not inside their circle and their entourage or their crew. Mm-hmm. So for me, you always, as a woman, when you see a perfect body, even though no one can be perfect, you're like, oh, what if I... But obviously you need grands in it. You need a bit of money in your bank to upgrade your body. Mm-hmm. So I think that's what's the downfall with society, because I think even Lizzo, you tend to find when they make in the industry, whoever's up there that trained you to be that specific person, mm-hmm. and how you're supposed to be perceived on the screen, mm-hmm. they just fall into that trap. It's just really weird, because obviously we know Lizzo, she's a voluptuous, beautiful black girl. By the time me and Fat Daddy close our eyes and open our eyes, she would have been transformed in the next couple of months. It's mm-hmm. like you get that type of person when they get up there, they got money. They want to do everything. They want to fit in with everyone. They want to fit in with the Beyoncés. They want to fit in. Do you know what I mean? Which is sad.
Lizzo don't have to worry about that. She'll never look like them girls regardless. No disrespect to Lizzo. You understand? No matter what surgery she do, she'll never look like.
Never say never.
Okay, but this is what my thing is. What happens is Lizzo has a team, a publicist. You understand what I'm trying to say? These people should be telling her, listen, no, that's not what you do. You understand? That's a bad look. You understand? Because you represent so many. You understand? She represents all of the big girls, all of the big black girls, 100%. Understand what I'm trying to say? With a voice, she represents all of them. So then now they're going to look at her like, oh, this is the way I have to get attention. I have to cut my butt out my jeans and go twerk somewhere to get attention. You understand? I think that a lot of women are feeding or needing for that attention. You know what I'm saying?
It was a bit unnecessary though, because I'm sorry, if I'm playing, like I'm coming to see a game and I've paid for tickets, I'm going to watch the game, innit? Mm-hmm. She clearly did it to draw the attention away from the game. No, she was on the screen
like...
No, yeah, so wherever the camera crew was, they spotted what she was doing, put it on the big screen. Yeah. And obviously she just thought, they're going to talk about it for the next couple of days and whatever. But I think sometimes when you get older, and even like say Fats, he's a big guy, he does his thing. He don't want to look like Tupac or French Montana, who's all six-packed off. I think when they then form into the industry, it's about who you have around you as an individual. But I think you then find when they get into the industry, when Tom says, oh, I can do this for you, or Lucy, these new people that's been running the game for so long, they then think, I'm going to listen to what they're saying and cut out from their other friends or other close people that are around them that can guide them more better. So I don't know what she was thinking that day when she went to the game.
I guarantee you that there are no strong black people in Lizzo's corner, no elders, none of that type of stuff. It's going to be some gay white men, her gay friends, or all of that type of energy is around her. So they're telling her, yeah, girl, do it. And it's good. And it's not good because...
But then they always say as well, also, they claim that, sex sells, innit? So in her eyes, she's a singer. And you tend to find in most music artists, they tend to put women in that type of category. Obviously, you got some females that they say less is more in it. You don't need to show it off.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Lizzo twerking at the Lakers game, is that sex selling?
Listen,
because there was nothing sexy about that to me personally.
It's for you, but to other people, it's like, what? Other guys will be like drooling over that. Like, she's going to be talked about for the next couple of days.
I've heard no positive comments about this. Me personally, I have heard not one guy say, "Oh my God, Lizzo is so sexy."
But you know what the funniest thing is? When you get the bad publicity, you're clear gone. The bad always comes back with the good.
No, 100%, because you know what? If she would have never did it, we've been not talking about her right now. True. I'm just disappointed because, like I said, I think that she let down a lot of black girls that look up to her. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. Like she didn't need to do that. That was a bit OTT.
Yeah, 100%. But they also have people that say she should be free to do whatever she want to do. And
Which she should, but then come on now, there's not just adults in that game. There's kids, parents that take their kids there. So to me, it was a bit like, why did you do that? Kids are going to be like, what? And look at the big screen, like big Lakers screen. What are you doing? Your wide booty on the screen,
65-inch flat
come on
screen.
Like
Don't
we're
even
giving
look
you
good.
that
That's the
title
bad
to be
part.
voluptuous. We love a black woman that's like curvy in different angles, but there's certain ways how you want people to perceive you and how you should act in society. But obviously I tend to find, obviously when me and you, when we blow, we know how we're going to conduct ourselves. Even when people are telling you, no facts, you got to be like this. No facts, you got to have a gastric bypass. You got to do all this stuff to fix yourself up. Why don't you cut off your hair? Once people start turning you like that, then you think, nah, if I fit into this type of box, I'm going to be clear gone with like man like P. Diddy, Jay-Z, or because you're fitting how you want them to fit. But you tend to find out of the group of people, celebs, they'll be like, no, I'm not doing it that way. I'm going to do it my way. And you still make it up there. But Lizzo is just going to be, okay.
So
why
what's
are
your
you doing
personal opinion? You think that Lizzo's going to go for the surgeries or like...
that?
And
Yeah.
why is it that in society now that men go after the woman with the Brazilian butt lift?
I call it the
and-
Barbie doll girls.
Yeah.
To me.
Why is it? Because they're all made up. Like, what's your opinion? Because I have my opinion, but what's your opinion on why they go after those girls?
I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm not saying those girls have less common sense or don't have brains, but to me, they want to have that glow up chick on their arm.
I think that it shows-
That's
okay,
a
go ahead.
perfect woman to them. Like they don't want to have a woman beside them that is, I've come to the radio station today with my head wrapped, all that stuff. They don't want to have a girl that's all covered up. Obviously, I've been taught less is more. When you look at me, you'll be like, oh. But obviously to them...
Leave it to the imagination.
Yeah, and then it just follows through. But obviously some men, they don't have time to go out to find what they class as dry women. They their women got to be ton up from head to toe. When they go to bed, they just got to be glowing. And they desire that. And I tend to find, even when they do find that glow up girl ain't their wife. They got a plain Jane at home that they will literally bend over backwards for plain Jane. Plain Jane will do anything for the man, but the glow up Barbie doll is just for show. It's just for the paparazzi.
I
just for the
disagree
gram.
right there. I disagree. I think that, first of all, I think that men go after those type of women is an insecurity within themselves. I think that there's something that they're compensating for. Like in their mind, maybe their mom is a fat Susan and they want to get past that. And then so they go after these like girls. But then this is my whole thing. This is why I was never able to take a woman who has had plastic surgery seriously, because say we have a daughter, right? At some point, my daughter's going to be wondering, why is my bum not big like mom's? Like, what's going on? Why is my body, why my teeth not straight like mommy teeth? And you know what I'm saying? If she bleaching, why I'm black and my mom's so light skinned?
Oh, I get you.
You understand?
Yeah, I get you.
The kids get confused why they didn't inherit the traits that mom went to Florida Center for Cosmetic Surgery.
I hear you,
know
but then
what I'm saying?
obviously, like parents, then you got to be like, you need to know how to guide your child, innit? Obviously, but then your child, I get what you mean, would then think, you know what? Or maybe when I'm 18, is mom going to give me a couple £1,000 to just enhance my body? So I do get what you mean. But other than that, I don't know.
That was always the reason why I could never take women, because I lived in Miami for majority of my life. And that thing I mentioned earlier, the Florida Center of Cosmetic Surgery, they got like, that's like big, like all the women know about. That's where Dr. Miami comes from, that. You understand? And it's kind of funny that since we're on the subject, I heard that it's a woman who went to go get a Brazilian butt lift. The doctor told her that she's not a good candidate for the Brazilian butt lift.
Why do I think I know where you're going to go with this story?
He gave her a tummy tuck. Right?
Yeah.
And the woman died.
Oh, I thought you was going to say about the woman that her bum exploded.
They have multiple cases of women whose bum exploding and boobs exploding, but I'm saying this woman actually died. When they did an investigation under the doctor, he was not qualified to do these surgeries. What happens is the same place, Florida Center of Cosmetic Surgery, they they outsource doctors.
Yeah, outside agencies and all that stuff.
So 100%. So once they got the doctor, they just said, oh, okay, he has the qualification. Let him do it. He ended up killing like 5 women. He embezzled, I think, like something like 700 million doing surgeries, and he's not qualified to do no surgeries. And I actually know a woman that I met one time. It's my baby mother's friend. Met her one time. She went to one of these islands, had a surgery, never came back.
Yeah, it's weird.
Died there. Kanye mom died on the table.
Yeah, she had a tummy tuck, didn't she?
Yeah. So I'm telling you that what's crazy to me is why do women risk their lives for these surgeries?
But you know what the funniest thing is? I can be in 31. You go through a phase, and even I can put my hand up. At one stage after I had my son, I was like, nah. Listen, I need to get my gravity back up on my chest. Like, what's going on? I've done the breastfeeding for 3 years. Yeah. Like, no, man, they can't be hitting the waist. Not saying they are. But,
hitting the waist, you know.
But I went to 2 consultations, like big in London, Harley Street and Myers Surgery. And my mum, obviously, we talked about it. I've Googled it and was just like, should I do it? Should I not do it? And obviously, to have like breast augmentation and them uplifted and stuff like that, and your implants in, that's putting you back at least £8,000. So I went to both of them, and then obviously you can either do finance, you pay for it monthly, or then you can just put it in a pot, so you're saving with them, and then when you reach your target, you've paid for your own breast, so you're not paying for them monthly. They hold the money for you. Yeah. So obviously when you go in there, you're feeding all the silicones, and how they're going to do it. Are they going to put it under the muscle, on top of the muscle, to make it feel more natural for whoever you meet in your life? And I wanted to get it done before I flew away. When I left both of the consultations, I was like, are you crazy? Because by the time I'd left, I thought, let me just actually watch some YouTube videos. And it was like 2 months of like training my mind, because they test you to see if you're a good candidate, like Fat Daddy said. Obviously, yeah, I fell into the good candidate. I passed it, innit? So they was like, oh, let us know. And then when I left, I thought, no. And then obviously,
why did you? What changed your mind?
I left and I was thinking, first of all, I don't like pain, and I'm going to be put to sleep. That's all. I'm always like fearful of that, unless I can't make myself fall asleep myself. Like you putting drugs into me to make me fall asleep and then make me wake up, I just instantly think I'm not going to wake up. But then when I come out, I thought, why am I being fake? Not being biased any of the other girls, but to me, it's not real, so it is fake. God didn't give it to you, so it's fake. Yeah. So to me, I just thought, nah, I'm not doing that. My body is what my mum gave me. My mum and dad created me, and God wanted me to look this way. And then when I watched the videos, I thought, no one is telling me I cannot have a bath for how many weeks on end, wearing the same bra, and then the tubes that they pull out of your boobs to drain out the blood. The whole procedure was long, and I'm too much of an on-goer girl, like really busy. I ain't got time to be sitting there all like moving my chest in pain. So I just thought, nah. But obviously to other girls, I've seen other girls, my friends have got, other people's got their boobs done and whatever, and they look amazing. They stand up tall, like, you get me? But nah, I'd rather have droopy Janes and I'll be all right. I'm good to go.
The funny part, you said hit the waist. That just made me think like.
But then some men, it's true, they desire the woman in their mind, but their woman at home is beautiful and natural. It just makes me think, but then it is true what fact says. Maybe it's true, they do feel insecure and they want that little, and maybe the Barbie doll girl's giving them more fire, more things that they probably have never thought to do with their plain Jane at home, that she then opens the desire as the Barbie doll girl when they're outside. So maybe it is about insecurity, isn't it? It is.
Yeah, I felt that, when me reflecting on my life, when I went after those girls, the strippers and the fake, because what happens is I was in Miami when the fake booty was like.
It was lit.
No, it was at a point where, because now you can tell.
I know. I don't
know. What happens then, you couldn't tell for some reason. I just didn't know what a fake booty looked like. Yeah. So I would like end up sleeping with these women or whatever, and then I'd be like, oh, that felt a little weird, like
bumpy
that felt
and
a little
lumpy,
hard. You understand? Like, it felt a little harder than normal, and then you realize, okay, that this woman has had some alterations done. And then it's like, it's just a bit sad to me that this is where we've come to a society, because let me tell you where I'll go on. You see, when you said you were going to get your boobs done,
Yeah.
you're going to attract the same men who you attract now.
That's facts. It's so true.
You
Yeah.
understand what I'm trying
It's
to
real
say?
talk,
That man, I never in my life heard a man say, yo, I was about to smash, but the tits were just too droopy for, or whatever, that she ain't have enough ass for me. I never in my life heard a man say they were about to, but that was the case.
Yeah,
You
it's
understand what I'm
true.
trying to
Yeah,
say?
very
So
true.
with like Lizzo and the whole big girls craving attention, guys like big girls too. Like we love big girls. We love
They
skinny
like to have
girls.
something to latch on to.
All right, so we love all women. Understand what I'm trying to say? So it's no reason for a woman to have to put her life on the line to impress men. And to me, I don't even think that women necessarily do it to impress men. I think with women, with a lot of things, they do it to impress women.
I think so too. Yeah, that's facts. Yeah, it's
I
not even
think
about
that
the man.
women do things just to top another woman.
Yeah, because they got something. Now I'm gonna get it more better.
I gotta have my boobs gotta sit up higher than hers.
yeah.
My butt gotta sit up higher. My clothes gotta be fresher. And I think that women do a lot of things to impress women,
Yeah.
which is kind of weird because if men did that, then we would say that was gay. We'd be like, oh, that's weird. Like, why he doing all of that to impress other men? You understand what I'm trying to say? And I think that men are the complete opposite. We do everything to impress women.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You feel me? Like, if we get a haircut, we buy a car, we buy houses because we want some girls. Like, you understand? So to impress the woman that we with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's true.
So I just think that that's the two differences right there. You feel me? And I just don't understand why women would risk their lives.
Under the
And then
knife.
you know what's funny? A lot of them don't even look that much better at the end of the
No,
day.
have you noticed that?
Like, what was Kanye mom trying to achieve? Like, lady, you in your 60s.
Wouldn't she get what is it, liposuction or something?
I'm saying, what are
But
you
she
trying to
looked good.
achieve at some point?
But then that's the
Like,
thing. You know that your son's got a bag load of money. You get excited.
Or you say get bored with the money. She done bought every car and stayed at every hotel.
Had an
and-
amazing house, jet setted around the world. They just get excited when they see the money, and then you become stupidly with the spending. You just spend it for silly sake. Do you know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
yeah, it's true.
So you just don't even know what to spend it on. I want to encourage women. Listen, don't go out and get no surgeries done. Men are gonna love you just the way you are. First of all, your body should be the last thing you bring to the table. Should definitely be your mind before your body.
Definitely.
You feel me? You agree with that, Queen Lee?
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, I'm a cover-up girl. Less is way more. Like, I don't need to show no guy nothing. You got.
Man, you got the guys belling down your DMs, so I already know that. I already know that less must be more.
Less is more. Less is more. You don't even need to show nothing. Don't get me wrong. I was a
Alright,
shower girl.
Hold on, hold that thought, because it's time for us to pay some bills. You already know this is Black Excellence Indeed, and we'll be right back.
This is Camille Christine, and you're listening to iLive Radio, changing the way you listen to radio. Listen to radio. Listen to radio.
Hey everybody, this is independent recording artist Anthony Martin on iLive Radio. Please continue to support independent artists. We appreciate you spreading the love all over the world.
We are Black Love, and you're listening to iLive Radio, changing the way you listen to radio.
Yes, it's your boy Drew, straight from the T-Dot, and you are listening to iLive Radio UK, changing the way you listen to radio. Let's go! Go!
You're listening to iLive Radio, www.iliveradio.com.
It's another Christmas holiday. me trim the tree. I wanna wrap you up, baby, they'll see you're the only present I need. There's so much more waiting for you in store. On this precious day, I can barely say there's no place that I'd rather be. No, you are my everything. Come a little closer. Let it snow. Let it snow. Outside is cold, but the fire's blazing. So baby, let it snow. Woo-woo, let it snow. Let it snow. Let it snow. Let it snow. Let it snow, baby. Let it snow. I don't care about the weather. Oh, let it snow. Let it snow. Let it snow. Oh, no, no. Let it snow. Oh, yeah, let it snow. Let it snow. Let it snow. I don't care what the weather may be. All I need you to do is be with me. As long as you're here with me. Oh, yeah. I don't mind. I don't mind. Oh, yeah. I don't care what the weather may be. As long as you're here with me.
It was December 24th on Hollis Ave at the dark when I seen a man chilling with his dog at the park. I approached him very slowly with my heart full of fear. Looked at his dog, oh my God, a ill reindeer. By then I was ill and the man had a beard and a bag full of goodies, 12 o'clock at near. So I turned my head a second and the man was gone. But he must have dropped his wallet back dead on the lawn. I picked the wallet up and then I took a pause. Took out the lights and then it cold said Santa Claus. $1 million in it cold, hundreds of G's. Enough to buy a boat, magic car with ease. But I never steal for Santa, but that ain't right. So I was going home to mail it back to him that night. But when I got home, I bugged, 'cause under the tree was a letter from Santa and the door was for me. It's Christmas time in Hollis, Queens. Mom's cooking chicken and collard greens, rice and stuffing macaroni and cheese. And Santa put gifts under Christmas trees. Decorate the house with lights at night. Snow's on the ground, snow white so bright. In the fireplace is the Yule log. Beneath the mistletoe as we drink eggnog. The rhymes that you hear are the rhymes of carols. Like each and every year we bust Christmas carols. Christmas carols. Christmas carols. Run so loud and proud you hear it. It's Christmas time and we got the spirit. Jack Frost chilling, the hawk is out, and that's what Christmas is all about. The time is now, the place is here, and the whole wide world is filled with cheer. My name's DMC with the mic in my hand, and I'm chilling and cooling just like a snowman. So open your eyes, lend us an ear. We want to say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year!
Santa Claus is a b-boy, he loves to rap. He got up on his turntable, spit on his back. Boy, I wish I could be Santa Claus. He can ride a reindeer with no hands. Santa, he's a ladies' man. Boy, I wish I could be Santa Claus.
I saw your mother kissing Santa Claus, and they were doing more than kissing if you're asking me. He had her on the floor, doing things I never saw. Boy, I wish I could be Santa Claus.
Santa is a b-boy, he loves to rap. He got up on his turntable, spit on his back. Boy, I wish I could be Santa Claus. Santa is the coolest man I know. He never asks, he just ho-ho-hos. Boy, I wish I could be Santa Claus.
Doom digga 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 sweetie bum boo bum de bing de ding ding de blah.
I'd like to ring your bell, if you wouldn't mind. I know you're with cause Santa did it, cause Santa loved our God. Whoa, ring your bell, just like Santa did. Well, golly gee, if you ask me, that looks like Santa's bell. Everybody and I've been good this year. There's a person next to you look like your rear. We always so hope you missed us. This is the way we celebrate Christmas. He's silver, spinner, he's smash for fun. He's chief of all DJs.
I'm DJ number one. I scratch with both my hands, my right and my left. Ask my man Jeff. I'm stupid deaf.
I could be Santa Claus. Santa Claus is a b-boy, he loves to rap. He got up on his turntable, spit on his back. Boy, I wish I could be Santa Claus. Santa is a b-boy, he hits the dawn, chillin' with his red and white felines on. Boy, I wish I could be Santa Claus.
Merry Christmas, oh, Merry Christmas, oh.
Boy, I wish I could be Santa Claus.
The night before Christmas, and all through the
Hold it now, wait, hold it. That's played out. Hit it! Don't you give me all that jive about things you wrote before I was alive. Cause this ain't 1823, ain't even 1970. Now I'm the guy named Curtis Blow, and Christmas is one thing I know. So every year, just about this time, I celebrate it with a rhyme. Gonna shake it, gonna bake it, gonna make it good. Gonna rock it through your neighborhood. Gonna read, gonna sing it till it's understood. My rapping about to happen like a knee you was slapping, or I told you been tapping on a hunk of wood. Bought a red suited dude with a friendly attitude and a slave full of goodies for the people on the block. Got a long white beard, maybe looks kinda weird, and if you ever see him, he can give you quite a shot. Now people, let me tell you about last year when the dude came flying over here. Well, the home was out, snow was on the ground. Folks stayed in to party down. The beat was thumping on the box, and I was dancing in my socks. And the drummer played at a solid pace, and the taste of the bass was in my face. And the guitar player laid down the heavy layer of the funky junky rhythm of the disco beat. And the guy with the 88 started to participate, and I could sure appreciate a sound so sweet. We were all in the mood, so we had a little food and a joke and a smoke and a little bit of wine. When I thought I heard a hoop on the top of the roof, could it be it wasn't me? I was feeling super fine, so I went to the attic where I thought I heard the static on the chance that the fans put somebody breaking in. Put the noise on the top with a reindeer top, just a trick, same thing, and I let the sucker in. He was rolling, he was bully, and I said, holy moly, you got a lot of wishes on your chinny chin chin. He allowed, he was proud of the hairy little crowd on the point of his door where the skin should have been. Gets cool for a fool, going out every you for a day on the slave when it goes low. So the beer made me weird, but I'll never have it shit, cause it's warm in the storm when it's 10 below. I said, yo, right, it's cold tonight, but can you stop for a drop before you go? He said, why not? If the music's hot and I'll chance to dance beneath the mistletoe. So he went downstairs and forgot his scams, and he rocked the spot and danced like a pro. And every young girl tried to rock his world, but he booked the yogi till he had to go. And before he went, this fine old gent bought a gift with a sip to his big red bag. In the top or the bottom, he reached in and got him toy for the girl's glad rag. And the grown-ups got some presents too. A new TV and a stereo. A new Seville, about as blue as the sky. The best that money couldn't buy, cause money could never ever buy the feeling. The one that comes from not concealing the way you feel about your friends. And this is how the story ends. The dude rich back at the pole up north where everything is cold. But if he were right here tonight, he'd say Merry Christmas, and to all a good night.
Is that the Black Santa? I want a Super Nintendo. Yeah. Sega Genesis. Street Fighter 2.
It's 12:30 a.m. Christmas Eve. I'm out with the gangsters and thieves. Celebrated, posted up with eggnog, head up in my cup. Put Rudolph and Moses, Lil Bang, banging and coasting down the block. But be careful for the heart because it's posted. Some say to this day that Christmas ain't nothing but another day. But out of respect, I gotta give the Lord his day. Tell me, where do the homeless and bums got to sleep? Nowhere. Where do the hungry and the needy greedies got to eat? Life is so crucial and cold. That's for the children in this world. They hopes and dreams can't afford the young and old churches and spiritual dreams, seasonal things. Heard throughout the ghetto reaches gangsters and dope things. Cause those who ain't able to get it, now can finally get it. Cause the ghetto Santa Claus sprinkle the hood. Now we born and living to a new year. A better thing, celebrate with some champagne. Ha ha, check it. Santa Claus is coming straight to the ghetto.
Now on the first day of Christmas, my homeboy gave to me a sack of that crazy glue and told me to smoke it up slowly. Now on the second day of Christmas, my homeboy gave to me a fifth of hen dog and told me to take my mind off that weed. Now by the third day of Christmas, my big homeboy gave to me a whole lot of everything, and it wasn't nothing but gang to me.
Back then you woke up to the sound of I saw mama kissing Santa, made you reminisce on the old-fashioned Christmas days. Gifts missed, the fat man jolly with joy, down your chimney with toys for little girls and boys. Pumped up, I jumped up before the sun peeked in and hoped to catch a Santa Claus creeping down my hall. Run to the window, put my eyes to the skies to see if I could see the sleigh that parlay and push the fat guy. I sigh, ain't no sign, but everything under this tree in my house is mine. My bike that. And this is plastic 9 to do fine till next year come. I try to see the same thing, they got us brainwashed up. And when you find it ain't no Santa, Christmas still mean a lot. Cause it's a time to get together and give all you got. You got food, good moods, and what's better than together with your people. Swear wishes, give a toast by the tree, it's Merry Christmas.
Don't get too close because you might get shot. Welcome to the ghetto. Santa Claus on the ceiling, Jack Frost chillin'. Pinch the Grinch for being a holiday villain. Season's greetings, all the proceeds are brought to you by the church house where we'll be eating chestnuts roasting on the open fire, singing my jingle, where is Kris Kringle? I didn't cop and I ain't even shout. I even stayed in the house when the homies tried to sneak me out. Now all I want for Christmas is my 6'4" Chevrolet and a granddaughter for her grandmother Beverly. Ain't that something? Nah, ain't that nothing. How it's Christmas time and my rhymes steady bumping. Everybody happy, hair still nappy. Gonna steal a gift for my old grandpappy. Catch me giving out turkeys at the church house. Don't try to work me, just stand in line and everything gon' be fine. Holla at your folks, boys going down. Ain't no helps from no elves, just a dog pound. And we passing out gifts, blazing up splits. Christmas on the road, can you dig it? Can you dig it?
Santa Claus is coming straight.
Christmas Eve, I believe, 76 was the year. Girls and boys full of joy with the season cheer. Smell the sky, hella pies and cakes getting baked to be ate after everything gone off your plate. But wait, not tonight, it's straight beans and rice on the table. Are we able to receive tonight? I wonder what the morn bringing, so it's hard to doze off. 3 o'clock in my socks, I crack the dope song. Hoping when I open the door, I see Santa. Now who the hell is this in this blue bandana? Messing with the boxes that's up under the tree. Look like Santa Claus then crossed into a woman to me. Now I'm coming to see the whole picture get clearer. How we have less as X-Mess get nearer. Mirror, mirror, please, it seems I've been deceived and think it's ain't trick for the gifts I received. So I creep back and act like I ain't even peeped it. This'll be me and mom's privacy.
Santa Claus is coming straight to the ghetto. Santa Claus is coming straight to the ghetto.
We wish you a happy new year. We wish you a happy new year. We wish you a happy new year. We wish you a happy new year.
Santa Claus is coming straight to the ghetto.
Santa Claus is coming straight to the ghetto. This is Black Excellence indeed. And we're back. All right, Queen Lee.
Hey, hey, hey.
All right, so let's pick up where we left off. We was talking about, like, why do women do plastic surgery? Like, why is it such a thing that that's the thing to do nowadays, where women want to enhance their bodies?
You know, when you get some women, it's so bizarre because you know other people, when they see, or women, men or whatever, when you're watching TV and you look on the screen, you see that perfect, well, so they claim it is, perfect woman, perfect human being. And then you desire, like, oh, if she can change that and I can change this and I can do that. And then you go to sleep, you sleep on it, you wake up, you may chat to it like your girlfriends or whatever, your mum, and then you start thinking, no, I can do it. And then you desire to be that perfect person. But I think some people overshadow that there's no such thing as perfect.
When you say perfect, okay, let me ask you a question, right? And I'm not sure if you find women attractive or not, but who's perfect? Whose body is perfect? And it doesn't have to be plastic surgery. Like, who has the perfect body?
Celebrity wise?
Yeah, celebrity wise.
Oh.
Why you want to call out someone local?
No. You know whose body? And it's not even local. To me, she's like a celebrity who I think has got an insane figure. Is this lady, that cook that I keep on telling you about, called Deb's Kitchen.
Okay, I think I've seen her on Instagram, but I haven't seen her.
Her body's insane. Her body's insane.
Is it natural?
Like, this is all natural. Like, she bangs out the gym, but her body is insane. Even when she's saying she needs to go to the gym, her body's crazy.
Shout out to Deb's Kitchen.
Yeah, body's crazy.
Yeah, but I don't know how Deb's look. So you tell me who's somebody who I know how they look. You think that person's perfect? My pick, I think Jada Kingdom. I think that she's on point. She got a small waist, big old. But you know who Jada Kingdom is?
No.
She's a Jamaican artist.
No, I'm not really into my tunes.
Yeah. She's bad, like Jada Kingdom, and her body is natural, I believe.
Who would I say? Oh, I know. What's her name? Karuchi Tran.
She's a bit slim, right?
Yeah, I think her body's
petite. You like
I like petite, small, all in the package. Yeah. I don't. To me, some people look at a person and they think, which is nice, is they need to see angles and mad definition and balance a cup on her booty, all that stuff. Nah, to me, Karuchi Tran, or what's the singer? Is it Megan? Oh God,
not Meg Thee Stallion.
Yeah, body's crazy.
Yeah, I think Meg looks pretty decent too. See, that's the thing that always comes when we was talking about Lizzo. They were saying that if it was Meg Thee Stallion, everybody who I've had this conversation with previous to this, they're like, if it was Meg Thee Stallion, you wouldn't say nothing.
No, I think you still would, because to me that's even. It's to me, what bottom line it is, what she did in the stadium. Like, there's obviously, it's not an adult zone. Like, there's obviously kids that have obviously asked their parents to go, or parents that have escorted their kids to go that are underage. So to me, bottom line, if you're skinning out, whether you're Megan, J-Lo, it's still bottom line disgraceful, because why are you doing that?
100%.
You know what I mean? You don't need, her tune's big right about now, so she don't need that extra clout.
Yeah, she's in Time Magazine, which, me personally, I don't think Time Magazine has been relevant in a long time. I think they always miss the mark, because I wouldn't say that I would more say Meg Thee Stallion is Entertainer of the Year.
Yeah.
Rather than Lizzo, because Lizzo, Your Antics Are New, and Meg Thee Stallion also has bigger songs to me.
Yeah.
Okay, let me say this. Meg Thee Stallion has more big songs.
Yeah, she does.
Than Lizzo has. Lizzo might have a bigger song though.
Yeah.
I think that Truth Hurts song is a bit bigger than all of Meg Thee Stallion's songs, but Meg Thee Stallion she's got 4 or 5 songs that fall right underneath that.
Yeah, banger after banger.
And I wanted to tell you, okay, so we was talking about plastic surgery, right? I don't want to say any names. I have a cousin. This is the reason why I always never would want to do plastic surgery. So I have a cousin, and no one to know who I'm talking about, because only me and her know about this. So she one day approaches me like, look, I'm going to have plastic surgery. The reason why I don't want to say her name is because she got liposuction and she's still fat. So people probably look at her like, oh, did you do that?
Oh, my.
All right. So whatever. My cousin, she calls me and she's like, yo, I'm going to have plastic surgery. I need you to come drop me off, pick me up, and take me to the house. I said, cool. So she went. I think she had the liposuction or whatever. She came out in her whole, like a body stocking.
Oh, yeah. That's what obviously keeps the blood circulation around the body. I've been
so this is in the 90s, though. This is in the 90s. So my cousin, she's the head of the curve, obviously, right? She always was getting money. Like, these my kind of, I don't want to say rich cousins, but they always been kind of high society or whatever. And she went and she had that thing on her. The band, what'd you call it? The stocking, body stocking.
It's like an all-in-one suit, yeah.
Listen, my cousin, I never seen her in that much pain. She could not walk. I had to physically pick her up and put her in the house.
Yeah.
Listen, I was supposed to have her car for one day. I ended up having her car for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
She could not move.
It's that sort of.
You understand? She had to have another friend come to the house and come bathe her, do everything for her. She could not move. That always put me off of ever encouraging women to get plastic surgery, because you're always going to meet her. My whole life, I've met so many girls, and then like everybody has something they think they want done. You understand what I'm trying to say? If it's a big girl, she want a tummy tuck. If it's a girl with no butt, she want to get a BBL. If it's you know what I'm saying? Girl without boobs, she wants implants. So I just think that I always discourage it heavily. Like, no, you do not want to do that. And just with the passing of Kanye's mom, that was such on a big scale that the whole world knew about it. It was just like, nah, don't do it. You understand? So that's my little personal insight on women having, because I've dated women with plastic surgery done already, or enhancements done already. I don't want to say plastic surgery, because is it really plastic if it's like a lift? Is a lift plastic?
No, it's not. It's just, it's a nip and tuck and so.
They make it sound so easy, right? Yeah. So basically the point I'm saying is that, ladies, I don't think that, me personally, my personal opinion, I don't think that is worth it. I don't think that is worth the fact of you going to put your life on the line to impress other women or guys, because guys, we like all different type of girls. You feel me? With me personally, I don't have a type. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
So it's like, if you look at my baby mother's 3 different looking women, you'll never think like, okay, you
that was his time. That was his time. That was
exactly 3 completely different chicks. You understand what I'm trying to say? So that's just my opinion on it. Queenly, what's your opinion on plastic surgery? Do you think it's healthy or what? Like, you think women should do it?
No, I don't think. I know that I've listened to so many documentaries and friends saying that, they did it because of their self-esteem and it makes them feel better and all this stuff when you watch stuff on social media and TV. But to me personally, just stay the way you are, I think. Unless it's something that the only way you're doing surgery is if it endangers your health and stuff like that, and doctors advising you to do this and do that under the NHS. But other than that, I think women should just be as they are.
Do you agree with that? Do you think the NHS should be paying for plastic surgery or enhancements?
No, that's if it's like health reasons or whatever.
What could be a health reason? Like, my heart's not working because my titties aren't high enough? Like, what?
No, something like more detrimental, meaning like gastric bypass or something like that, which is not like surgery type of stuff. Or I've never heard someone say they got NHS on liposuction or anything like that. But when it comes to like, I think one time I read a girl and she got her boobs paid for on NHS, and I was thinking, what type of test did you go through to convince them? And then I think the surgery was about 10 grand just to do her boobs. Like,
so NHS paid 10 grand for her surgery.
Yeah, so I was like, that was a bit bizarre. But to me, I think women should stay as they are. God created us this way. He wanted us to be divine as we are. Why we got to change? And to me personally, cutting and sewing and
your body,
like literal raw skin, like your actual skin. When you wake up, you're going to be carved up like Frankenstein. Like, look at Jordan. She's a paid. Well, her legacy is Jordan. She's like in England what we call our page 3 model. So we have the newspaper called The Sun, and every time you buy a newspaper, you see a naked model in there. But Jordan's like the biggest, most top model. Everything is just plastic off, like boobs, you name it. She's had her, I think, a skin graft where she's cut around like her forehead, fat daddy, around the ears, pushed back her skin, so she literally looks like Frankenstein.
Oh, she look like she's smiling all the time.
Yeah, and the Botox. So she spelt a good couple bags on her face. But I think, then when you start doing surgery, you then become addicted, and she's become
like tattoos.
Yeah, exactly like yourself. She's become addicted. So it's just like, no, why are we changing ourselves? I get people say for self-esteem, but then you've done it about how many, £210,000 worth? Like, how much more do you want to spend?
Oh, this lady Jordan has spent 210,000.
She's gone over than that now. She's had her boobs done at least 6 times.
I think that is mental illness a bit.
Yeah, because it gets a bit like, okay, and the pain, like, who can go through that much
like
pain?
that. You remember? Have you ever seen this man? He wants to be a Ken doll.
And
he
he's put his own 6-packs in, and it's a bit much.
It's a mental illness.
Yeah, it's a bit much, and the blue eyes and the tattooed ink around the eye to have permanent eyeliner. Like he's gone in.
And that other lady, you remember, did you see this lady? She has these enormous boobs,
and her waist is so small.
But is it the same lady who did the tan because she want to be black now?
Yeah, same lady.
So let me ask you a question. When this lady, right? I guess I'm not asking you.
That is a tan, yeah. That's not inked into her skin yet.
I understand. I understand that. Okay, so now my thing is, right? When this lady, right, got her boobs done the first or second time, when did she realize that they had to be Z's? Like they had to be that big, like.
I know, because
gotta be.
I don't know, but like I remember she was on GMTV one morning. They were interviewing her, and I was thinking, like they could make silicones that big, like implants.
Crazy. How does she bathe? Like, is it like
they asked her bare questions? How do you bathe? How do you bend over and use the toilet? How do you wipe your bum? Like bare things. She's like she can.
Speaking of wiping the bum, when women have the extra long nails. You know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about the ones that they real nails because they curl up. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
How do them ladies wipe their
They say they can do it, Fats. They say they can do it.
That's crazy.
To me, I thought me and short nails have an issue. Me and long nails are major alerts.
Yeah.
No way. And when they've asked them questions, like, no, I can. But I'm thinking then they're all curled up, like. No, I can't even picture it because the things I want to be saying in my mind, I could never be saying on air. No, it's not happening. No, but to me personally, like that, there's just a lot of work. They obviously save their money, want to look a certain way, so they feel.
The women, do they have jobs? The women with the long nails like that, where do they work?
They
can't type on the computer.
One of them was a typewriter, and she was going at it like proper, like going full throttle.
With the curly nails? Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, she does big things. She's like the fastest typer.
I just wonder about that type of stuff. Like these people with these like I seen like this one lady, her hair should stand on the second floor and then she could throw her hair over the balcony.
Like Rapunzel.
Like Rapunzel, literally a dreadlock lady. And I just wondered to myself, my sister has pretty long dreads, but they're not quite that long. But this lady, literally, her hair is a story high. Like, cause she's on the second floor and she throws her hair over the balcony and it touches the floor. I'm just thinking to myself, what kind of job does she have? Like, how does she live her day life? Like, my dreads are not even that long, but I lay on my own dreads and it's like, it hurts so much. You feel me? So I just wonder.
It's a bit bizarre, but I'm not going to lay down on any bed anytime soon for you to come out with your different shapes of knives and chop me up. No.
Oh, you're talking about the nails? No, them ladies could not touch me or my private parts with the nails. Like, they don't even look sanitary. Them nails look a little dirty to me. Like
I know, like they have to do regularly washing of hands. You know that for a fact.
How do you wash your hands properly with them long nails? It's impossible. Like I like to get in my nails,
in the grooves and all that.
Couldn't even do it. All right, so. I just want to switch gears a little bit. Have you heard about Oprah and Russell Simmons?
Yeah.
Because this is a big topic to me because I have a problem with Oprah Winfrey, me personally. I know I'm a small fish in a big
world.
Yeah, compared to Oprah, but I just have a problem with Oprah because it seems to me at this point Oprah and Gayle. Because I don't want to leave Gayle out of this. You know who Gayle is, right?
Yeah,
Oprah's best friend.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't want to leave Gayle out of this. I feel like, why do they always attack the black man? Why do they go after the black man? Now, Oprah, I understand that her audience is majority white women.
Yeah.
I understand that, but it just seems like as far as all of these sexual misconduct allegations, it seems like Oprah, like why? Okay, so if you don't know out there, Oprah's making a documentary on Russell Simmons. One of the attackers, is it multiple attackers or is it just one?
On one.
So Oprah's doing a documentary on one of the supposed women who make allegations against Russell Simmons. My problem is this, because my problem with this is that Oprah never went after Harvey Weinstein, who seems to just be getting out of all of this. You understand? He just recently, I think, last week, settled out of court. Why wasn't Bill Cosby given the chance to settle out of court like Harvey Weinstein? Why doesn't Oprah shine light on this? You understand what I'm trying to say? Oprah also was behind, one of the producers behind that Leaving Neverland or whatever that was, that documentary about Michael Jackson, which I was very disappointed about that, because one of my childhood memories I can remember is Oprah in Michael Jackson's house. That's how we got to find out a lot about Michael, was Oprah going to Michael's Neverland Ranch and interviewing Michael at Neverland. I don't know if you ever seen that interview. It was crazy. At one point, she goes shopping with Mike.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Yeah, I want that. Let me get that. Let me get." It was crazy to me.
He was buying bare things.
Okay, so that was a good insight of the superstar. You understand? I think that Leaving Neverland, I don't want to call it the wrong name. It's something about Neverland documentary that they did, HBO. All of these people, I think, should be liable, criminally or civilly rather, because you see, when I watched that documentary about Leaving Neverland, it put me in a state, because it feel like, why would these little boys lie? Or because they're grown men now, why would they lie? Because I didn't have all of the facts. So it put me in a mind frame to think that maybe Mike is guilty. You understand? What happens is, now, after the situation, I start learning the facts. I start learning that these boys had lawsuits against Michael Jackson and lost. You understand?
Yeah,
I learned that the allegations that these boys made, or men made, I still want to call them boys, because to me they're not men because of what they're doing. I feel like the allegations that they made, or I read that the allegations they've made, some dates don't line up. Some dates they would be like, oh, we were in Neverland Ranch at this date. When you go and do the research, Neverland Ranch wasn't even built at that date.
Yeah.
Oprah didn't come back and apologize. Neither did HBO. Neither did none of these. You understand? It brings me in the mind frame, and then this is where Gail gets involved. Gail did do an interview with R. Kelly and let him say his own words, but I feel like she put him in a predicament to look guilty.
Wasn't it that I heard that interview and he was like crying and stuff like that?
Crying, saying that they trying to take his life from him.
Yeah.
And then this is what happens is, now with R. Kelly, you know what I'm saying? I might receive backlash from this. When you when you watch the Surviving R. Kelly documentary, it's one woman is the only woman in the whole documentary that says R. Kelly has sex with me underage. You understand?
Yeah.
It's only one woman. That woman said that she had sex with R. Kelly when she was 17. That's legal age in London. So if that girl was to make that claim against R. Kelly in England, she's of legal age.
Yeah.
Jamaica also. You understand what I'm trying to say? Only in America where the age of consent is 18, where this is a crime. You understand? I'm not saying that he shouldn't he shouldn't be prosecuted for that crime. But this is my thing. And this is what I hate about this whole situation, Queen Lee, is that once you're guilty in the court of public opinion, you're guilty. It's at that point, remember, the law is also always supposed to be you're innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah.
But then once you're guilty in the court of public opinion, then it's you're guilty until proven innocent. And I think that's the case with R. Kelly and also Bill Cosby. The Bill Cosby case is crazy. What's the model? I don't even know why we call her a model. She looks just like Caitlyn Jenner to me.
Oh yeah.
Janice something another. Yeah. She actually retracted her statement, said that she lied. She made up all of that allegations on Bill Cosby
and sent him down through torture.
what happens is, now this is what I'm talking about, the court of public opinion. When so many women come forth and say that, yes, Bill Cosby has put something in my drink, and he's raped me or he's done something to me in my sleep, I have questions right there. First of all, if somebody puts something in your drink that knocks you out, right?
You said you're going to remember in the morning.
How do you remember you had sex or got raped the night before? All of these women, in R. Kelly's case, Russell Simmons, Bill Cosby, all of these women seem to have ulterior motives in even hanging out with these men. You understand what I'm trying to say? They all have a motive of that they want their career to bust. They want their career to blow. You understand what I'm trying to say? I was reading the transcript between one of the women and Russell Simmons.
Oh, yeah?
She was talking about, it was about her career. This lady says she went to Russell's house. He raped her. She says she stayed the night after he raped her. She says she went back to his apartment plenty of times. She had a job working with Def Jam. She said that, or she was signed to Def Jam Records. She said that every day she had to fight him off. And she's saying that supposedly the last incident, she went to a club, ended up seeing Russell outside of the club, which was near to his house. He tells her, now this woman claims that she had to fight him off multiple times, right? She says that, and this all after he supposedly raped her, right?
Right.
She said that he told her that he'd get her a cab. Now, mind you, this is in New York, where you just go on the street and say, "Hey, cab," and they drive by.
Yeah.
Okay, she said that Russell said he was going to get her a cab, and she let her guard down and go back into his apartment again for the second assault.
See, this is all bizarre to me, Fats. That is just a craziness, because if I know for a fact that Fats had previously been assaulting me or I've got to fight him off, it's a wrap. It's a done deal. We're not going back.
Yeah,
unless you like the abuse.
Okay, so with all of these cases, I just see a bunch of stipulations. With R. Kelly, right? First of all, I remember when it was the first two accusers of the new age accusers.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so the first two new age accusers, right? The lawyer is in the press conference, is holding pictures with two of the accusers. And she's holding the pictures with them and supposedly R. Kelly. When you look at the picture, it's not even R. Kelly, it's LL Cool J.
Right, okay.
Yeah. I'll show you that video just to so you know that I'm not just chatting, whatever. You feel me?
Yeah.
The ladies are not even with R. Kelly. It's LL Cool J in the pictures with the ladies.
Yeah, they're getting it twisted.
Now, the thing about R. Kelly now, they say they locked him up because they found a new child porn tape with him, whatever. Him having sex with an underage girl.
Yeah, him peeing.
Now, this is the thing now. I've seen that first video. And you know what? That was R. Kelly, and he was doing some things in that video, and then he should have been prosecuted based off of that.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm trying to say? Now, they're saying that there's a new video, but guess what? There's new laws now in place. See, when that first video came out, in America, bootlegging was big then. You feel me? Every corner you go, they got bootlegs.
Right, yeah.
All of the bootleg men had the R. Kelly tape, right? Okay, cool. Nowadays, if you still have that R. Kelly tape in your house, you'll be arrested for child pornography.
Oh, yeah, because I was hearing about this the other day on the news. Sorry to change the subject. When this girl sent her sister something about, I think her child was getting abused, but the sister was in the police force, and now she's got to go on the paedophile list and do 200 hours of unpaid work. And the woman says she never even looked in her phone, like even downloaded the image. But now you exchanging abusive stuff.
Okay, so then this is how that works also convenient in the R. Kelly case now, because now we'll never be able to see the video.
Exactly.
To know if the man is guilty or not. And then a lot of people, like I say, prosecute him in the court of public opinion because he has all of these girlfriends, right? all of them girlfriends, first of all, are at the age of consent, are consenting adults, meaning they choose to be here. You understand what I'm trying to say? I always say this, and people think that I'm wrong. When I grew up, those women, or I don't want to say women, girls. When I was 14, 15, 16, all the girls that was my age that I could never get those girls because those girls had grown-up boyfriends with cars. Understand what I'm trying to say? Dudes in their 20s, sometimes early 30s, you feel me? We're picking up these high school girls, buying them food, like basically they sugar daddy or whatever. Understand what I'm trying to say? But those were the guys that they were interested in. You understand what I'm trying to say? So that, I don't know if it's wrong, but that normalized it in my mind. You feel me? And another thing we don't talk about with R. Kelly is that he was abused. You understand what I'm trying to say? So when do we bring up that point? Because what happens is I see a lot of people get passes when they do things. You feel me? They say, oh, that person was abused. That's why they abused that person. Understand what I'm trying to say? Or they normalize a lot of homosexual behavior by saying that the men were abused before they became homosexual or whatever. And then I just think to myself, like, man, when does R. Kelly get that pass? When does somebody say, you know what, R. Kelly needs help? He doesn't need to be in prison.
He needs major help.
He needs some mental. Think about it. This is a 50-odd-year-old man who cannot read.
Yeah. He needs help. He does.
You understand? He cannot read.
But then you find as well, no disrespect to anyone out there about what I'm going to say. Obviously, he's got money in it. We call him the king of R&B and does it very well. But then I'm not saying what he did was right to the women because it was completely disgusting and below the belt. To me, I got asked this question. If he was told you to come backstage, his entourage recruited you from the crowd, you would go because obviously you're seeing things that you're not going to see. Would I go? Would I not? Well, it depends on how you be in that. You're excited because you're meeting R. Kelly and this is wild and you're seeing the most craziest stuff backstage. But when you realise that you're in his domain and it's lockdown time and things is not right, it don't start ringing alarm bells to you. And then now we've created this documentary that I've told myself I'm just not going to watch it because I ain't watched it. I just heard dribs and drabs. Then you want to cry bait. You was the first woman that obviously he did something to. Oh yeah, then Keisha remembers. Then LaQuisha remembers. Then Lucy remembers. Oh my God, then Taja remembers. Oh my God, Tanika remembers. So he had bare girls just on his case. But it's true what you say, he does need help. But to me, I just think this is another downfall for women that you didn't remember when he was doing it that time, when you knew that it was wrong. And then now you're a woman of, big woman of 40, 50, mother of 3. And now you remember that he's got a big amount of millions in his bank and you need some of that pie because you're still putting forward that you went through so much pain. Okay. But you still want to get paid.
And this is what happens. That's just not the R. Kelly case. That's every case. Single one of these cases. Cuba Gooding Jr., Bill Cosby. But let me tell you what happens is everything happens for a reason, and there's always a bright day at the end of the day. Because to me, I think that this is the public crucifixion of the black man. I think they want to make all black men look away.
But then I think also, facts, it's like really truly when you think about it, to me, Fat Daddy's blown already. Black Daddy knows where his mind is going, his spirit, everything's going. So Fat Daddy knows he don't want to lose Fat Daddy soul food. Why are you gonna get yourself into that situation because of girls, women, because you want to have all the girls?
Okay, so let me tell you what I think it is. I don't believe that these men put themselves in a situation. I think that a lot of these women are bitter because they had ulterior motives in meeting these men. I think that these women thought to themselves, oh, I just met R. Kelly. I'm about to be the next Sparkle. They're not the next Sparkle. They look at their life in hindsight with regret. And who can we blame? We need a scapegoat. R. Kelly's right there. Same thing with Bill Cosby. That lady who, because remember, out of all these women who came forth and said that Bill Cosby did whatever to them, he was only convicted of one case. One case that is past the statute of limitation. You feel me? They got that lady to come back from Canada after they had already settled out of court. They got the lady to come back from Canada 1 week before the statute of limitation was up, and then prosecuted Bill Cosby. So it's only one case. This is also a woman who said that she was with Bill Cosby because she wanted a mentor. He told her he could mentor her towards her business. The case with Russell Simmons earlier, same situation. It's a woman who had a music career who was signed to Def Jam Records. All of these women, I think, are bitter in hindsight, and they're bringing up allegations on supposedly their boss because they're upset about where their life has gone now, because their ulterior motive didn't pan out.
I think that as well, but I wouldn't take that for all women. I believe, obviously, I'm not going to say whatever the men have done was right, because it's not right. No woman deserves to be tortured, or anyway, once no is no, no means no. But to me, it's true what fact that he says. There is some women out there that when they haven't seen to be up there because your mentor was supposed to push you up there, because they're up there already. It should just be handed down to you, and it doesn't go well. You do start to do, you almost like vendetta. You want to do a plan.
These are all vendettas.
Do you know what I mean? They're all vendettas, but there is, to me, R. Kelly's not up there on his own. He has a massive crew with him, a massive entourage that he delegates jobs to. They got their titles and their different ranks. So to me, if you got your own entourage, surely we should all be on the same page to make sure that the person that is there that you are working for, you don't see them fall flat on their face and they're now being destroyed in the social media light and just being nitpicked that he's this, he's that way inclined. But then also I feel like the entourage have a vendetta against you as well. Some of the people don't want to, some people want to bring you down. Yeah.
It's the same thing. That entourage, they was living good, popping Cristal and all of this when you was on, and then now you're not on no more. Guess what? We don't have no...
Yeah. We're going to tag up with the girls that want to bring you down.
Yeah, because guess what now? Oh, this here's a way for me to... I'm sitting in my house, not doing nothing, in my little shack or whatever. And then here's some big production company calling me, telling me that they want me to speak on a guy who I don't really care for no more. I'm going to embellish the story a bit. I'm going to make it sound like, you know what? He was going after young girls.
You're going to sell them the dream.
I saw him with them.
Yeah.
Which none of the young girls have come forward. Or like I say, only one girl who said that she was 17. Mm-hmm. Understand what I'm trying to say?
But it's sad because at the end of the day, now, like, you got people, I think in New York, I'd seen people smashing his CDs and saying he's on mute.
I played the R. Kelly song and they went crazy. They told me no.
Yeah, they stopped his music and stuff. But obviously, inevitable, he's put the work in, he's put the graft in. He's the king of R&B.
Still the king of R&B.
He's still the king of R&B. But to me, it's a bit of a backlash. Somehow, we always seem to let ourselves down. Mm-hmm. And... it's just people around you, and obviously you're performing, you're big in this thing, and we all know celebrity artists, they have that type of...
Actually, you know what's funny, and I want to say this before because we're running out of time. We everything happens for the good, the greater good of man, because now Bill Cosby's in prison, right? Mm-hmm. And I heard through the grapevine, this is rumors, I haven't actually read it anywhere, but Bill Cosby's helping a lot of those dudes in the prison. Okay. You understand what I'm trying to say? He's doing a lot of positive things in that prison in Philadelphia. Mm-hmm. And I also heard that the reason why they let Meek Mills out of prison was to lock up Bill Cosby, because if they had Bill Cosby and Meek Mills locked up together, then we would do an investigation under the Philadelphia. They're the two biggest idols from North Philly, and if they would have had both of them locked up at the same time, we would have done an investigation. Like, hold on, this must be a corrupt system. So it was kind of strategic that they let them out. You understand what I'm trying to say? But at the end of the day, I feel like it saw a way to publicly crucify the black man. The non-homosexual, heterosexual black man, I think it's a way to tame him. And we're running out of time. So listen, this is Black Excellence Indeed. This is the last show of the year. We'll be back in the new year with brand new subjects. Go ahead, Queen Lee.
Merry Christmas, everyone.